Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 14 and has autism. We paint together working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So my little dude, who's not technically little anymore, but he is becoming quite I call him my toddler teenager, because he, when he was a baby and then to toddler, land, he was never like into things. Like, he never opened, like, I didn't have to put any baby proofing anything in my house, because he didn't have the skills to do it. He didn't we had to work through so many things with him that that opening a door just in those toddler years was not something that he could even functionally do. And so I didn't have to put anything like up or away from him, none of it. Well, now he is truly into everything. Any and everything. And he wants to see how it all works and how it all closes and how it all, and some of it is done sneakily, and some of it's just done out of pure, learning and curiosity. The words. So, it's not all trying to do anything that he shouldn't be doing. It's just a matter of having to make sure that he learns and he does things in a safe way. And he's 14, so he wants what he wants when he wants what he wants, and I get it. But again, he still has to learn rules, and he still has to know about safety, and that's all a process, because I will tell him something is hot, and the first thing he wants to do is try it, taste it. If it's something in the oven, he wants to put his hands on the oven, and he can't do that. And so, it's standing there, or making sure he's out of the room, or, just going through all his inquisitive nature things. And one of his therapists today, she said, I've never had to do this by taking and moving and, changing things. And I said, yep. She's like, he is really wanting to learn and wanting to do everything. And he also is thoroughly enjoying being sneaky and trying. He says, I love some of he's working with a speech therapist, but there's just some things that I know that eventually he'll, say differently, but there's just some things that I just love the way he says them, that is hard for me to say, oh, let's work on this word, because he says funny, but a lot he'll say it, but he doesn't say funny. He exaggerates it so much, and he knows he's doing it. It's not this particular word. He knows he's doing it. And so he says it's funny. And there's no way that I can even halfway remotely do it like him. But it's just greatness. It's just greatness the way he does them. But, 99% of the things that he thinks are funny like that aren't necessarily funny per se. They're more mischievous or learning or something like that we have to kind of work on or make sure that he is understanding about something. So it's an adventure. Dot Maka. He gets this accent, and I can't decide if it's so southern or so northern, but they use dot markers for some of their papers, and I get it's like if you've ever played I think they use them a lot with like bingo, where it's a like liquid marker and you do the dots or whatever. And he loves them, but he calls them dot markers. And it's truly like this southern, northern, it's amazing. It's, again, one of the things that I know that his speech therapist will eventually work on with him, but I will not be completely sad if it's around for a while, because I just love hearing him say it. It's just pure greatness. Pure greatness. Oh, he cracks me up. He cracks me up. He's so brilliant. And he doesn't forget a thing he doesn't want to forget. I'm sure, there are things that he does not remember. But when he doesn't want to forget something, he does not forget it. And he saw, when he went to the exceptional games, some people call them the Special Olympics with his school, he saw one of his previous aides from his elementary years. And he has been talking nonstop about him and the teacher he had. And he is going through all of the lessons that they had in school when he was in her class and had that aide and the teacher. And, it's just the amount of information that is stored in his brain just amazes me to no end, because he just has so much knowledge. And, back then he may not have necessarily understood what she was teaching him. But now he's got it. 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 So, I told his teacher now, I said, he may not necessarily, be, acting like he's understanding or is understanding of what you're teaching him right now. I said, but in another 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road, he will be using all of the knowledge that you have instilled in him. So even though it may not necessarily be like he's doing or knowing what is going on, or understanding it, he is compiling it in his little database brain. I shouldn't say little. There's nothing little about his brain. Because I get just the amount of knowledge that he has stored is just beyond incredible. It's so amazing. And he was telling me the different shoes that she wore. He tells me the shoes that I've thrown away years ago. He tells me the clothes that he wore when he was young, or that he wants someone to wear when he sees them again. The information that is stored in that brain of his. I laugh. I'm like giddy. It just because I live with him, and he still like shocks me with the amount of knowledge and the things that he comes up with. It just is absolutely it's mind-boggling. Is truly mind-boggling what he knows. But, so anyways, I have like floating tears in my eyes because it just, it's, when he was a toddler, baby, the doctors told me that he may never talk. And I told him he could talk. All he had to do was figure out another way for it to be in his brain, and he could talk. And not only does he talk, but he says, knows tons of other languages. He probably understands more languages than he speaks, and it just has like this wealth of information stored in his brain. So never give up on the hope for tomorrow. There's so much that we don't understand about the brain and how things work. So just keep believing in hope and what's to come. And what's to come. Because this mama, I am amazed every single day with what my sweet baby O knows. It just truly is amazing and outstanding. So never give up. Never give up. Never give up on the hope for tomorrow. Okay, I feel like I need one little two little spots. Sometimes it's just a little bit of extra here and there that my eyeballs go, oh, you need something else. Okay, so we do O for Owen, since he helps me with the backgrounds. And then L and B. There we go. All right. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.